Hello there. I would like to give my initial thoughts on the DNA air filter. The installation is very easy. It's no different to installing another OEM filter. There's 3 screws to undo, take the whole old unit and snorkel out, and then just put the new filter in and screw on the cover plate. So the installation is very quick, very easy. You can just leave the bike running for about 10 to 15 minutes in idle, and hopefully then it learns new settings. I then took it out for a test ride, and my initial thoughts are the throttle response is definitely better. You could feel 4th and 5th it pulled more. All across the gears it pulled better. There's less of a delay between putting the throttle and it moving at some speed. I'm not saying it's adding 10 horsepower or it's a massive increase, but it's definitely a better throttle response. So that's a plus. The other benefits of it has, to my ears, changed the sound slightly, made a more fuller, deeper tone to the engine when you open up the throttle. There's also a bit more raspy noise as you open it up and accelerate. I've likened it in another video to listening to a song or sound through a speaker in your mobile phone, and then going to listen in headphones or another larger speaker and getting a bit of a fuller, more deeper sound than you would have had. I'm not saying it's same as changing the exhaust, that's definitely not the case, but it's given it a subtle difference and made it sound a bit beefier to my ears. I think one of the signs that it has made a difference is on camera. When you record, there's more sound and less wind noise, and it's also in my helmet. You can hear it now, whereas before it was a lot less beefy sound. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. Obviously this is early days, I've only done a few rides and listened to it a few times. I listened to it on the drive idling earlier as I took some photos from my website, which if you haven't checked out, www.buzzingaboutbikes.com, which has a bit more information on me and my journey in biking, the motorbike, some resources that have helped me, and obviously some more pictures. So anyway, that's a side issue, but yeah, while I was taking pictures of that, it was running for a couple of minutes and it did sound nicer just sitting there idling. Another upgrade will be at some point to some exhausts, not over the top exhaust though. I want a bit of a better sound. I don't want to deafen and wake up the neighbourhood. If you go back and watch the videos I did when I had the shotgun 650 on loan, you'll see that they had exhaust pipes on where they took the baffles out, and that was ridiculously loud and horrible while you were riding it, and people could hear it for miles coming down the road. That's not what I'm looking for. Just looking for a bit of a more sound to it. So I shall look at some aftermarket exhausts at some point, although the EU might be throwing a spanner in the works in that they don't want you, because of noise regulations and stuff, to be able to change that sort of thing in the future. So if I did change them in this country, I don't know whether we would follow suit or what the effect would be if I then wanted to go onto the continent, whether I'd have to put the stock ones back on. But that's kind of a separate side issue at the moment. In the future it might not happen, but at the moment, yeah, thoughts are the throttle response is better, feels more of a lively bike across the gears, and a slight sound difference. As to the other performance benefits or such that it claims on the box, we shall have to wait and see. So I shall update you at some point in the future, but for now I can say that, yeah, it's a positive experience so far. But as I cautioned before, it might just be a placebo effect, and in a month's time I might change my mind. So we shall update in about a month, and I shall let you know whether I still think it's as good as I'm hoping it is, or whether it's just been a complete waste of time and money. But reading people's reviews and their experiences on the internet, I don't think that is the case. I think it will genuinely, these are genuine gains that I'm seeing in the sound and performance, slight performance. Like I said before, I'm not looking for a sports bike, not interested in racing or anything, even though the filter is marketed more towards race use. Apart from that, I mean, the benefits are that it is a reusable filter which you can clean and re-oil every few thousand miles. What's cost of the kit was about £77 all in, so it doesn't take a lot of air filter changes for you to make your money back over time, whether it ever adds any other benefits. So this might not be something you want to do on your bike, it might be something you want to do. This is a great thing about these motorbikes, there's so many parts and options, you can customise it however you like. I think for me it has improved everything a bit. Like I say, I shall update again in a month. These are just my initial thoughts. Not saying it's the best solution for everyone or that it has made a difference. It might just be all in my mind, which is why an update in a month should really settle things. So until then, thanks for watching, stay safe out there and have fun, and I'll see you next time.